Oh boy, guys, I have a good one for you all. Man, I have not been this excited to film one of these walk around videos at all. This is one of the coolest trucks I have ever had or seen or been around. Man, if you like Ford Excursions, which I think you do, which is why you're watching this video, man, this one is so cool. It is so cool. So I can't wait to tell you guys about it. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Jake. I am the owner-operator of Success Motors here in College Station, Texas. We are kind of like a specialty vehicle dealership, if you will. We sell a lot of like Dodge Vipers and Raptors and lifted trucks, but we sell a whole lot of Excursions. In fact, we're somewhere around 20 Excursions in the past 4 or 5 months. So we do a lot of Excursions. And I film these walk-around videos because we sell a lot of vehicles up north. Again, I'm down in Texas, so we've got a lot of rust-free cars here, and apparently you guys do not up north. So we've probably sold maybe 6 or 7 of them, probably about half of them, maybe a third of them, I guess, up north. So we send these vehicles to Michigan and Virginia, Oklahoma, a few of the other states I can't remember at the moment. But anyway, people will watch these walk-around videos, and they'll have a good idea of the condition of the vehicle, and then we'll basically handle the transaction electronically, and then we can ship it up to you. So again, this is Jake. I'm with Success Motors, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like the video if you wouldn't mind. It really does help out. And if you like excursion content or other cool content, we're going to be posting stuff, or we post stuff quite often. I've got, I think, 6 excursions right now that are in the process of being detailed and listed. So this is number 1. So we should have several more here in the next few weeks that are going to be listed. Actually, I shouldn't say the next few weeks, hopefully the next few days. So stay tuned to pay attention to the channel. But anyway, without further ado, again, I'm so excited to tell you more about this truck. It is a 2001 Ford Excursion. It is a limited. It is 4-wheel drive, and it is the V10. So obviously the V10 is probably going to be a big bummer for some of you all. However, I'm going to make a video here pretty soon talking about the differences between the 6-liter, the 7.3, and then the V10, because this is my first experience with a V10, and I love it, guys. I love it. This thing drives so good, so smooth. The engine is so smooth, it purrs like a kitten. And I have seen forum after forum saying that people are getting 300, 400, 500,000 miles out of these V10s. So they're a gas guzzler, which is probably the biggest knock against them. But they are cool, good, reliable motors. I've even heard somebody say that's close to Ford that the V10 is the most reliable motor that Ford ever built. So I'm not here to say that's the truth, so don't throw shade if you disagree. But I have a lot of reason to believe that these V10s are pretty cool. Oh, I forgot to mention, this truck has 98,000 original miles. It was clearly garage kept. It's a California truck and a Texas truck, so no rust. And it's just got some legit stuff done to it, you guys. So I'm going to go through over the next 10 to 15 minutes, detail everything that's been done to this truck. And I'm going to show you all the flaws and imperfections, which that won't take long because there's hardly any of them. This puppy is sitting on 24 by 14 inch American Force wheels. I'll come up a little bit closer. These things are huge, perfect condition. They look brand new. And if you know your wheels, American Force is a good wheel. These are 24 by 14s, American Force. I believe these are around $1,800 a wheel. And then we've got a set of brand spanking new Toyo, I believe they're Open Country MTs, and they are size, looking for the size, they are 40 by 15.5 by 24s. These tires are $1,300 a piece. They're incredible. It's got a 12-inch lift, which is achieved by what appears to be leaf springs in the front and the rear. We're running a dual Fox Racing reservoir shock system in the front. High-end shocks, Fox Racing, dual reservoir or dual shock system here in the front. We've got Fox reservoirs in the back as well. So you're talking 6 Fox Racing reservoir shocks, pretty cool. Guys, this thing rides so much better than you would expect. I was blown away. I've driven this truck about 120 miles, including about a 50-mile road trip. And down the highway, this thing goes straight down the road, as good or better than any truck we've ever had. And it feels like it's so tight. It's so tight. It doesn't make any sense. I was expecting a truck like this to drive absolutely terrible. Now, whenever you go over some bumps, of course, it's a pretty bumpy ride. But on a flat highway, man, it's just smooth and it goes down the road straight. It's just shocking. Honestly, it was shocking would be the best way to say it. We've got road armor, color matched front bumper. This thing is legit. These bumpers, if you know bumpers, these are amazing. These are right around $2,800 for this front bumper. It's got the KC lights. It's got a light bar. KC lights on this side as well. We got the color matched, upgraded 2005 style grill there, right? Because the 2001s didn't come with that 4-bar grill. And then also some beautiful dark tinted headlights. Man, this thing just looks really, really good. Looks really, really mean. It's got the Fox steering stabilizer down there. So again, it drives really good. You can see very little to no surface rust. I mean, you could look under a brand new car and see more than that right now. Clearly it's been garage kept. Because the paint is phenomenal. It's either been repainted or garage kept. Jury's out. I have no reason to believe it's been repainted. The paint just looks that good. I don't see any flaws in the paint. No clear coat issues, nothing like that. By the way, in a second, I'm going to get a little bit closer to it. I just want to show you all the cool stuff about it first. It's got road armor bumpers in the rear. Very, very cool. It's got these lights back here. Man, it's just a legit truck. You can't see it right now, but it's got amp research side steps that come down too. So that's how you get in it. But all right, I'm gonna get a little bit closer to it now, and I'm gonna try to point out any and every flaw. And I'm telling you guys, this is it's a clean truck. It's a really clean truck. I'm gonna stop and show you anything major that I find. Looks like it's got a little paint chip right there. Very small, little paint chip. Again, those Fox shocks, these big wheels and tires. No curb rash on any of the wheels. I did not put these wheels on here, but to me, they look like they're brand new. I don't know what this truck has been used for or what it was used for, or even like when it was lifted and whatnot, but to me, those wheels look almost new. Over here on the passenger side, very, very few flaws. Couple of little bitty rock chip, probably just from these big tires and not having any mud flaps right there, but no dents. Window tinting is dark, looks really good. We're on the passenger side again. I don't see any rock chips on this passenger door. Fine, I don't know if you can see that. Fine little scratch appears to be in the clear coat right there on the door. I would say it's about 8 inches long. It's in the clear coat. I believe that could be buffed out if you wanted to do it. No dents though. No dents back here. Tires are, like I said, are nearly new, if not brand spanking new. These guys have a ton of meat on them. Again, everything works on this truck, you guys. It drives just so much better than you would expect. This is a show truck. This is a buy the truck right now and take it to a show. Just a beautiful truck. Beautiful, beautiful truck. No dents, no dings, nothing to really show you back here. Again, it's got this road armor bumper back here. It does have a backup camera, but there's no screen inside. So my assumption is somebody at one point had an aftermarket stereo that the backup camera was attached to, and it no longer is present, so you might have to throw in a screen up there to access that camera. Coming to the driver's side now. Again, no dings, no scratches, hardly anything to even note. It's got the reservoir shocks in the back as well. I don't see anything to show you of consequence. Paint's really clean, really, really clean. You can't see it right now, and I can't even see it. I just happen to know there's a small door ding somewhere. It was right there. There's a small door ding right here. And that was the driver's side rear door. Again, 2001, it has 98,000 miles. It lived in California most of its life. Just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful truck. It's been, golly, I've been driving it around a little bit around the city here. And I took it to church a couple of times, and I've taken it to the grocery store a couple of times, and it gets so much attention. It's so fun to drive because it just gets attention. But it's not like it's not a horrible thing to drive either, because it drives pretty smooth, and the steering is tight and the brakes work, and this V10 has plenty of power, and it's just awesome experience, really. It's cool to be driving something that looks like this from the front end. Can you imagine what that looks like in the rearview mirror for a small car? It's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go inside, poke around. Of course, if you're new to these videos, I'll start it up here in a minute, let you hear it. Thing purrs like a kitten. I guess one flaw I know of in here is we're missing this reflector piece. I actually have it inside. The tab's just broken. I'm pretty sure that's the only flaw inside. So if that's the only flaw, I think we can deal with that. Again, we got the power deployable amp research steps. It's got these Husky mats everywhere, front, middle, third row, and back. Cool. Seats work. This is I assume this has been replaced. I don't know, but it's been replaced with a leather. Sometimes they're replaced with a vinyl, which a vinyl is great because it looks good too, but the leather is actually a more expensive option, and it looks like this has been replaced with a leather. Come up here, I'll just sneak in. Steering wheel looks good. Carpets are all clean. Got a little bit of that on the steering wheel. Overall steering wheel's pretty good. 98,953 miles. Again, stock radio, 4-wheel drive. It does have a trailer brake controller. I don't know what you're going to tow with this thing. I guess it would tow good. I don't know. Very, very, very clean. Gonna step back. I haven't shown you guys any of the rockers yet. I'll show you one. No rust anywhere. Second row, so clean. Headliner, very clean. I'll pop up here. Again, Husky mat, second row as well. So these carpets are like brand spanking new. It's like brand new. This is, in my opinion, just as clean as the 45,000 mile truck that we have. The interior is just basically flawless. If you're looking for a cool truck, look no further. If you're looking for an excursion, look no further. If a V10 is all right with you. I'm telling you, my perception of V10s has changed drastically since having this. It has plenty of power. It has plenty of get up and go, even with these big tires. There's your spare. I don't think that's gonna work, but it's in there. Again, subscribe to the channel, guys, if you're interested in just excursion information. I'm going to be filming a video here pretty soon about my impression of the 6.0 Power Stroke, the 7.3 Power Stroke, and then the V10. Because I get questions all the time about 6.0 versus 7.3, 6.0 versus 7.3. And brief summary of what my video would say is, you got people in both camps. You got some people that say that the 6.0 is superior to the 7.3. You got some people who say don't ever touch a 6.0. I don't think you should not touch a 6.0. I think they're good engines if they've been taken care of. If they've been raced and ragged on and stuff, probably not so. But I think they can be good engines. And I think this V10 gets a bad rep for some reason. I think people are sleeping on these V10 excursions. Like, if this was a diesel, I'd be asking 2 or 3 times what I'm asking for this truck. And I think that these V10s are going to catch up in price. That's my prediction, because people like these excursions, and people are going to realize that this V10 is not a bad engine. It's actually a great engine. It's very reliable. The only knock is it drinks more gas. But I would make a case. I think you could make the case that maybe it gets half the miles per gallon, but the oil change, upkeep, maintenance is less. So cost per mile might actually be relatively similar and be worth doing the math on that. I'm gonna put my phone down for a second, but I happen to know the oil change on this thing was only $60, and the oil change on all those other big trucks, the diesels, is like $180. Fuel filters, which you're supposed to do like every other oil change, that'll take it up to, I did a air filter, fuel filter, and oil change on a 6.0 a couple weeks ago, and it was over $500. So anyway, might be worth it. I digress. Beautiful truck. I'm gonna fire it up. Man, I wish you guys were here and could sense the smoothness of it starting, but here we go. Just starts right up. Idles so good. No lights. You know, no check engine light, anything like that. Look, I've driven it 112 miles. I started that when I bought it, and it just drives good. AC is ice cold. Radio works. Check it out. That guy works. The phone makes it look like it's blinking. It's not blinking. Rear AC works. It all blows cold. It's super cold. Lights work. Everything works. This little button right here is how you work your KC lights up there. That's cool. Man, it's just a nice truck. Oh, let's show you here. Windows work. Windows work. Door locks work. Seats all work. Let me let you guys hear the engine run. Just fully serviced at College Station Ford. It's our local Ford dealership where I take all of our vehicles. It's got the exhaust kind of dumps right there. I think it's a MagnaFlow. Sounds good, no drone. Just a good sounding exhaust note. Again, fully serviced at College Station Ford. It's where I take all of our vehicles. All it needed was an oil change and a fuel filter. They had no other recommendations for it. Beautiful truck. They didn't have anything to say that it needed. It passed state inspection with flying colors. This thing is ready to rock. Buy this thing, drive it to New York, buy this thing, have me ship it to New York or wherever you are, and feel free to drive it. You're gonna be able to drive this thing wherever you want. It needs nothing. It's been sitting in the same spot for about a week now, maybe two. No oil leaks, looks great. Ooh, the only thing that I would mention is from an oil perspective is this front driver's side shock. One of them appears to be leaking some fluid. I should say that because it did have a couple of drops on the ground after about a week of sitting right there. So I would say one of those front shocks is leaking, but no oil leaks. Man, this thing is ready to rock and roll. Again, Jake here with Success Motors. If you want to buy this truck, very easy to do it. Just contact me if you're out of state. We can handle everything electronically and we can deliver this truck to your doorstep. If you're in Texas, feel free to come down here. If you're out of state, feel free to come down here. I could pick you up at the airport. We could figure something out. But it's very, very easy to do so. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Do me a favor. It'd be a huge favor, big blessing if you would like this video. And yeah, just stay tuned for more excursions coming this week. I got another 7.3 gonna be listing this week. Got a couple of 6.0s gonna be listing this week. So stay tuned. You can message us at info@successmotors.net. That's our email. You can call me at 979-202-1948. You can find us on Instagram, success_motors. And you can find us on Facebook, The Success Motors. All right, God bless you guys. We'll talk soon.